Come on, Skeeter, race start. We gotta go. Let's go. Well, Jim Pop, it ain't about winning no more. It's about carrying this fragile stuff. Nerdy dude stuff. So you mean to tell me all you do is talk to this camera here and you drank beer? Oh, well, I could do that. What's going on, y'all? For those of you drinking at home, today's beer, I guess, is brought to you by Crux Fermentation Project out of Bend, Oregon. This one's called the Bubble Wrap Hazy IPA, sitting at 6.2%. This is your standard hazy IPA that's got all the traditional hops. I'm talking Citra, Mosaic, and we got Galaxy hops in there, but they wanted to change it up a little bit by making it fluffy. How you make a beer fluffy, goddamn, I don't even know. But this is, tastes like a traditional hazy IPA with your passion fruit and your tropical fruits, but then with the oats and wheats that they brew in there with the lactose gives it that cloudy, fluffy feel. On a scale of 1 to 5, I give this a 4.0. Cheers to you guys. Thunk! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video about World of Freight. If this is your first time on the channel, please take a moment to consider subscribing, turning on the bell notification, liking this video, commenting below. What else can I beg for? I don't know. Hang on one second. For those of you guys that don't like these intros in the beginning, they want to get to the meat and potatoes. Sorry, not sorry. I seem to find a way to always make them longer and more boring. Anywho, we are diving back into World of Freight today. Very excited because they have changed up their algorithm on some of the stuff that they do, i.e. the races. And we're going to go over all that and put ourselves in a race. It's not really a race that much anymore, but now we're taking into consideration more of the qualities of the NFT trucks that we have. So before, the races really just took into consideration your speed and how far you can go. So with all that, we're actually going to pull up some of the changes and we're going to get them on screen and go through that today. Really exciting times, really exciting stuff. Remember, for every NFT that you have for World of Freight, you will get a yield of 25 World of Freight tokens a day for 10 years. You can use those World of Freight tokens to upgrade your vehicles to participate in these games even more. On top of that, when the World of Freight team drops their new project called Seplane, for all the World of Freight NFTs that you hold, you'll be getting the Seplane airdrop, which is the reason why I want to scoop up more NFTs. So, without further ado, let's jump over to the screen. Let's jump into some transportation cargo games and explain our life away. Let's go. We're just going to read the notes directly to you from the World of Freight team, and then we are going to jump in and put our vehicles in some races so you guys can see it. So, the very first note that we're going to talk about is how delicious this beer is right here. I'm just kidding. All right, so what we have now is there's no more random races, okay? So before it was, do you have the mileage on your vehicle and do you have the speed to go from there? And that was it, completely kaput. There we go. So what's going to happen now is we're going to be delivering cargo between locations. The cargo has a total volume, and if you can't deliver it all in one go, then you'll need to go back and forth to do that for the max of 5 times, or you get disqualified. So we'll see that here in a moment on how much some of the cargo is and what our vehicle can carry. And we have to go into consideration what the distance is, and we can go back and forth 5 times. So our vehicle's max fuel efficiency, so on and so forth. After that, it looks like we get disqualified. Also, if the distance is too far, you can refuel on the way, stopping for a few seconds and then moving forward. Max 5 refuels per trip, or you get disqualified. With all that, they also tweak the vehicle algorithm so that they all have different acceleration and stopping times. So, for example, a drone could take off right away and land wherever, but a plane needs to first gain a specific speed and height before it starts moving and flying off, and then it needs time to land. So if you need to go back and forth, that also needs to be taken into consideration in planes. So that kind of evens it out a little bit. So now, like, for example, I know that was an air example, but like the box trucks, which were the majority of the NFTs versus the trains, now there's like some competing opportunities there because trains need some time to stop and to accelerate, where box trucks just go zip, 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 zap, zap, blue. Anyway, in addition, they're also introducing a weather and terrain effect for some extra fun. The weather and terrain both affect vehicles differently, giving bonuses or penalties depending on the situation. These will be more important once they bring out the freight punks to the races. Looks like the freight punks, I guess, are the drivers of your vehicles. Freight punks will start gaining experience and thus learning how to drive better in certain weather conditions and on different terrains. That's cool. There are also some other random fun elements that give sudden bonuses or penalties to vehicles that will be expanded further in the future. As a result, all vehicles should be able to compete better, and even those with maximum stats shouldn't always win. And then lastly, they'll be bringing up paid races and vehicle leasing here in the near future, followed by the introduction of the freight punks. So I'm also going to point out right up here. Actually, you know, I should shrink myself down so you can see it fully. Let's honey, I shrunk the nerdy dude. There we go. Let's put ourselves right here. Okay, so up here, another thing that they are mentioning later this week. Cool. All right, so you can go down here and you can see that I've got 2.6 thousand unclaimed World of Freight tokens, and I can't click claim all. What they've been doing right now while they've been working on the claim all functionality as people are adding to the NFTs, because each NFT gives you 25 per day, they just take this balance, they'll take a screenshot of what everyone has, they'll airdrop it, and then they'll wipe this away. So later this week, I'll be able to come here and claim all, which is really, really cool. So, all right, now we did a little bit of a test earlier to kind of wrap our head around doing these races, but at the end of the day, I really just like to do it like, you know, go in raw, like giggity, and go through this with you together versus something along the lines of you know, just like getting ready. Because if I can learn it and I can show it on screen, then you can learn it and you can see it as well. So what we're gonna do, let's see if our one race popped off, our new cargo delivery, I should say, popped off. That way we could see. And no, was that yesterday or is that today? No, because that's all the racy race stuff. Okay, let's see what that result was though real quick. One thing I showed on stream the other day, oh, we got 7th. I never showed this before, but I liked this little race opportunity to see where you are and how the other vehicles did. We got 7th, so you could see on the track how it goes. But this is the old style of racing. Let's get into the new style of racing. So upcoming, let's go through here. We still have our space, ground, air, and then water, of course. You could still see the distance and the length, how many people are in there. Right now, all races are free to enter, with 500 World of Freight tokens being put up for prize pool. The terrain, asphalt, the weather, it looks like wind, and then the cargo is 1,891 tons. I'm assuming that's tons. So let's see where we can get into a race. So right here, that's a big one. Let's just kind of figure out if our truck can handle this one. I want to see if we can handle this one. I don't know. I'm going to see if my math is right. So what they said is you can stop and reload 5 times. So I'm assuming that my max capacity right now would be 12,983 times 5. So let's do that math right here. 12,983 times 5 equals 64,915, and it looks like that's 1,000 tons. So we want to divide that by tons. So technically I wouldn't be able to. I don't quite think that's, I don't know. I'll have to dive a little bit deeper to see if that's tons. But this is something that I might want to look into. This is 713 kilometers. We've obviously got that going. Let's see what the competing vehicles are currently. So we've got, it looks like a drone or a little drone. We got a lot of trains, and the trains hold a buttload. So let's see if this train right here can carry that load. So this one is 2385575 versus 386. So that's 7 digits. That one's 1, 2, 3. That's 7 digits as well. Okay, so we are looking at 3861837, 3861837 times 5 divided by 2,000. So that can carry 9,654 tons. So that makes sense. So it looks like this is a very strong train race. So we're not going to bother going with this one, just because if this is correct, and this is tons, that's what we're looking at. All right, so what we want to start looking at is something a little bit smaller with the line of kilograms. And the kilometers, our max range is 2,429. So we kind of want to go into a bigger stretch. We want to stay away from tons. 68 kilometers, 63 kilometers, 40 kilometers, 45 kilometers. It looks like a lot of these have more opportunity for box trucks to win as well. So let's see. This one's probably going to pop off, and this one's 42,000 or 4. Okay, yeah, let's look at this one. Where is it? Right here. All right, so we're going 63 kilometers. Is my vehicle in this? Oh yeah, my vehicle is in this. So I put my vehicle into this one. Got 63 kilometers. The max capacity, the total cargo is 4,275. I'm looking at 4,393, so I can easily make that trip. Then our fuel efficiency, and I have a strong feeling we could potentially win this race, so we'll have to come back and look at it later. Let's look at some of the competition. So obviously the trucks and the speed and everything they can carry is better, but their efficiency and their emission rate are low and higher and lower. So maybe, I have a feeling that it's going to take me one trip here. Let's see if we can click on someone else and see. No, we can't. So it's telling me right now this is going to be number one trip. I don't have to stop and refuel or anything like that. Let's take a look for another race. 95, 2.8. Let's see. Join this race. All right, we're going to put our Big Mac Daddy in this one. This one we're delivering smartphones, 2.8 thousand, or 2.8 kilograms, 2.8 K, whatever, 2,895 kilograms. Flip. A total distance of 95 kilometers. We're going to put, it's going to be all right, so it's telling me one trip. So we're taking this in one trip. Looks like a couple other people are as well. Based on those numbers with that capacity and that range, it looks like this person could potentially beat me. And obviously with the range, all these people can beat me, but with the fuel efficiency, emissions rate, this one could probably beat me. I don't know. We'll have to see. This is a learning experience for us, so we'll have to see what we end up with as well. Let's see if there's anything else funky that we want to take a look at. I kind of want to look at an opportunity. Let's see what happens if we look at one of these big races and we put our... okay, there we go. All right, so if we did this race right now, it would take us 1,207 trips. Obviously, that vehicle is not going to be compatible with that. This vehicle would take 864 trips. This vehicle would take 239 trips. Okay, so that definitely is a metric butt ton. So, all right, let's see what else we can do. This one, let's take a look at this one, which we were looking at earlier. 428 trips, 306 trips, 85 trips. And I think the goal here is to get the back and forth to be at least 5, otherwise you get disqualified. I wish it would show the stats of the vehicles here if I can select them and go from there. Emissions rate, I guess that would be the best on emissions rate. Fuel efficiency, max capacity, obviously it's going to be the Big Mac Daddy, max range, max speed, so on and so forth. So very interesting stuff. I'm going to wait until these races finish out, and then maybe we'll put some results on Twitter just to see if we've kind of got it figured out. Otherwise, we'll touch base here on the next day or so for the touch base as well. Anywho, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Looking forward to the results on those races to see if we figured it out. If not, we're going to annoy the piss out of the World of Freight people until we get it. Other than that, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me on Telegram, Twitter, or Discord. Don't forget, watch yesterday's video or my last video prior to this one for our giveaway for 250,000 block tokens. Find out how you can enter that if you haven't watched that video just yet. Or if you don't know what block or anything like that is, I suggest watching that, as that is my biggest giveaway so far. But most importantly, if you're not, please consider subscribing, turning on the bell notification, liking this video, and maybe becoming a channel member, as it really helps support the channel. But other than that, I'm Will Price, and we'll see you guys next time. Oh, hey guys. We also stream over on Twitch, so if you want to hang out and join us, link in the description. You can follow us, twitch.tv/nerdydudestuff1. Really love to see you guys over there. And also other social media information is in the description of this video. So we'll see you guys next time.